What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel and hope you guys are doing good in this pandemic period. So, Sheffield United 2, Manchester United 3, away from home, a good 3 points, get back home to against Leeds United, and we are ready to be what we are doing. And we look like a bit consistent in the Premier League team. 10 away wins in a row, and it's going to be always fascinating. Everyone wanted us to lose. The Twitter fan base was so toxic this evening, so it was a bad day for Ole out, as you could say. So good 3 points, some of those wonder goals from Marcus Rashford with a brace, Anthony Martial maybe kick-starting a season with a goal today, Pogba assist, Lindelof assist, one dominant performance against Sheffield United to sit in the 20th place without any hope in the Premier League, with yet to win a single game in the Premier League. So we'll be talking about the briefings of this game, and we'll be talking about the main fixes that needs to be done in this January transfer window, and what all needs to be done in the long term if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer takes on this plan or takes on this project for long term in this Manchester United reign. So briefings along with those fixes, and we talk about what all things were fascinating and what all things were actually went wrong in this United team against Sheffield United. So without wasting any time, let's get this started. So I'm here to brief that every team in the Premier League is actually so competitive. If we call about the three teams that's come out from the championship, there is a reason that they have finished in that top three group out of the 20 to 22 teams that have been fighting in the championship. They are better than them, one of those best out of those championship lads, championship teams, and they come here in the Premier League to have a fight with us. Imagine Fulham, West Brom, Sheffield United. Sheffield United have finished in the top 10 a season before. Now they have been so poor under a bad form. Sander Berger, John Egan, Wes Musay, John Fleck. These players have, one of those qualities who actually can give a fight against any opposition in this Premier League. And you're playing in one of the best leagues in the name of the Premier League, and you don't underestimate any team. You have underestimated Istanbul Başakşehir. You deserved a loss. And if you have underestimated Sheffield United, you would be going on with nothing, no points. So briefing number 2 is who is the vulnerable of the Lindelof and Maguire. So the point about discussing this topic is not to justify who is better, who is not. I'm not comparing my own players any fucking time. Now you need to think inside the team what is happening. Now for example, now Victor Lindelof gets an assist to Rashford. He has been trying it very often. Those long balls and those runs. People or the players have been waiting. Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, whoever is it, Mason Greenwood, Paul Pogba. They want to do something for him because he has that ability to go forward in that long balls. Maguire hasn't been doing it. Now all Maguire does is a long pass, a grounded pass to Bruno Fernandes, or a sideways pass to Luke Shaw or Victor Lindelof or David De Gea, Dean Henderson, whoever it is, or Wan-Bissaka, or a pass to Nemanja Matic. So that's all he has to do, or a diagonal pass to the left hand side, whoever is in the left wing. So that isn't improving. The point why we are briefing this is because we need a pacey centre back in January or summer to sort these things off in that defense. And the thing is, who is going to be replaced? Maguire or Lindelof? Lindelof has been showing signs of improvement in attack and also a bit more in defense. A bit nervous at times, but still, he could do it. So, who is going to be sitting back? Who is going to be put to bench? Maguire or Lindelof? Looks like Lindelof is starting. So the next briefing comes down to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Now the way we have been talking about him, he has been one of those important players when when we have signed him from the start of the 1920 season, and now has become a bit more, unpredictable. If he's going to be vulnerable, he's going to be, one of those biggest players against Sterling. He's going to be one of those biggest players against Son Heung-min, or some of those, wingers like Mane against Pulisic, against Timo Werner. He's going to be, but you can't be sure about it. You still know that you can't go past him, but still, you don't know what's going to happen. It's going to, it's going to turn on him, and anything can happen. So, why? Because he plays every fucking game. Who's going to replace him? Brandon Williams? No. We need another actual right back who can, compete against him. Now, I don't want to put him in such a crisis that Aaron Wan-Bissaka is benched for, for 2 to 3 games, and that next right back is going to come and play. All I want is a fresh Aaron Wan-Bissaka who, come out with every ounce of energy to face an opposition. He should have that rest he requires, and he needs to come out, as I said, every ounce of energy to, someone who is coming in front of him and putting up a tackle, or, putting up a competition in front of him. He needs to be, 100% to go in front of him. He has that pace. Don't tell me he's slow. He has that pace, so he can recover. And I want him to give 100% whenever he's coming on the pitch till 90 minutes. We want him to be so as lively as possible whenever it is possible. So not bad for a team that is labeled as one of the inconsistent teams ever in the Premier League. So Manchester United have most points in the Premier League after the January of 2019-20 season till now. Next comes Liverpool, next comes Manchester City. So not that inconsistent as you mentioned. So people saying that we have one of those, the worst home runs, which is true. We have 2 points in the possible, 9 in the home this season, and you can't disagree with that. We are balancing it in the away form that we have been doing, so that's much more important. Not like we have been consistently shit and has been, crying for creativity, crying for consistency. We are, backing up for that in the away form. That's been some of those, positives you need to take. So blaming us for this inconsistency is going to be one of those usual things going to be happening in Twitter. 5 points just below the top spot with a game in hand. So we win a game in hand, we go just 2 points below the top spot, whoever it is, Liverpool or Spurs. Are we challenging for the title? No. Let's be honest. We're not challenging for title. We could be, one of those Liverpool or Spurs games getting drawn, or they're getting back, they're being dragged down. We could be challenging. Still, until and unless we don't get a defensive midfielder, until and unless we don't get a right winger, until and unless we get a centre back, a pacey centre back, and a right back, nothing is going to change. We actually, or you say on paper, no one could say that we could actually challenge. Those jealous peoples are always going to say no to whatever positives are going to come up. So if you see logically, we aren't actually competing for a title if we don't sign a defensive midfielder at least in this summer at least. So if you like the video, please hit that like button, and if you're yet to subscribe, please hit that subscribe button. Share it. If you like it, please comment down the statement. We'll be sharing it on Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp, wherever it's possible. So share it as much as possible. Football fans, everything is going to be constant. Leeds United are coming up next within 2 days. So there's no time to rest for Rashi, Bruno Fernandes, Martial. Cavani will be fit for Leeds, says Ole. Twinzebe and Bay injured. That's going to be one of those nightmares again for them. So we are left with no CV options in the bench. Phil Jones is actually injured. Don't fucking care about him. So that's one of our old rivals coming to Old Trafford to give us some. So that's one of those. 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 So that's
2 hours later.
So that's one of those old rivals coming back to Old Trafford to give us, some kind of trouble, and we are ready to, accept the invitation that okay, you're coming in. We have a bad home form. We'll be fighting for it, as if we are fighting relegation, because this home form needs to be improved, because Old Trafford been like that. Hasn't been like that. Some of those great matches, great players has been playing there. So you don't expect this form to continue for a long. Everything is going to be balanced. This sheet is going to be balanced, and in the end, it could be an improvised Manchester United for sure. So we'll be meeting in the next video. Until then, stay home, stay safe. Goodbye.